For this series, we set out to try several local Florida distilleries, and what you're about to see are our reviews of some of them. Fair warning, these opinions may not be agreeable, mostly because we don't even agree with ourselves. Tastes vary, palates wander, and coherence is not always guaranteed. What is guaranteed is that these pours are honest, curious, and taken in good spirits. We encourage you to try many of these pour choices for yourselves. Our first review is of the Old St. Pete Premium Whiskey from St. Petersburg Distillery, right here on Florida's Gulf Coast. This is a small batch pot-distilled whiskey, made with a blend of grains and aged in oak barrels to bring out a smooth, approachable character. As always, this is our take. Your pour choices may vary, but that's part of the fun. Let's see if Old St. Pete earns a permanent spot on the shelf or just a fond memory in the glass.
Old St. Pete, our first one of the evening on our tour from local to through Florida. Cheers.
Oh, that's yours?
It's not bad.
Even the finish is not harsh, it's not peppery. I don't know, it's spicy, but it's the oak.
I can see this as a good. Use it for mixers,
Yeah.
like whiskey mule or whiskey sour.
And I did like the Old St. Pete. It was a nice overall, nothing extraordinary, but it covered all the bases great, so I like that.
Okay. Old St. Pete. I was very curious to try this because the distillery is less than a mile from my house and I've yet to be there, but I do look forward to exploring different distilleries. This one, I would say, is a great standard for a mixer. I could see this as a whiskey sour or some other whiskey drinks, even a whiskey mule. Would I put this in my regular wheelhouse to enjoy nature on the rock or truly appreciate whiskey? No. But as for something that I would share with friends, especially for a local whiskey, I would recommend this.
Next up, we're visiting Big Storm Distillery, a Florida distillery that brings a little thunder to the glass. For this tasting, we put two pours side by side, their Kentucky Straight Bourbon and Convergence, their blended whiskey. Same distillery, very different personalities. The Kentucky Straight leans classic of oak, spice, and that familiar bourbon backbone, while Convergence lives up to its name, blending styles and flavors into something a little less predictable. As always, we don't necessarily agree on which one wins or even why, but the comparisons are honest, the pours are fun, and both are worth trying for yourself. Cheers.
As far as the Big Storm, I liked their bourbon. I did not like the Convergence, but we'll talk about that next. The normal straight bourbon whiskey the Tennessee straight whiskey was great. Or bourbon was great.
But to me, there's more complex flavors in this one.
Oh, yes. Actually, 2 drops of water.
I thought it was very light for me, but that was my water. This has milk flavor.
Doesn't say too much about it on the bottle.
Okay, now I taste the citrus. I did not get it on the nose, but I did get it on the palate.
I like this one better than the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this one.
This is more enjoyable.
The stuff I did not like, here it is. I did not like the Convergence from Big Storm.
One that I just simply found pleasant was the Bay Storm. Wasn't outstanding in any way, but I rated it pretty highly overall. It was just pleasant. In fact, I wrote the word pleasant in my notes.
Next up is Osprey Point, a Florida whiskey brand inspired by coastal living and easygoing pours. This one gave us a rare moment of complete agreement. Unanimously and without much debate, it was not our favorite by far. That said, this is still just our experience and our palates. What didn't quite land for us might be exactly what someone else enjoys, especially if you're looking for something lighter and more approachable. As always, we encourage you to try it for yourself. Trust your own taste buds and decide where it lands for you, even when the whiskey bear den agrees a little too easily. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. It has a smooth nose, but I can taste, I can feel the nose more than I felt the last one.
I think this is the heaviest nose I've had.
Yes.
I get different noses. I get Play-Doh.
Play-Doh? Yeah, Play-Doh.
Anybody with a clock nose there? Really? Very dry. Oh.
The Osprey Point. No. No. That's it.
All right, definitely do not buy. Sorry, unfortunately, I like to support Florida. I'm a Florida boy. Osprey Point, not worth the cost, not worth the price. Don't try it. Don't put it in your mouth.
So I guess we'll talk. Oh, here it is. Osprey. Well, not a fan of Osprey. I'm sorry, Osprey, but no, not a fan.
Osprey Point. What to say about this other than the Peanuts gallery I just overheard say ew? I would have to be in agreement. I truly wanted to support local Florida distilleries, but as we were learning, not everything is equal.
Highly not recommended. This guy. Absolutely not. Do not. Ever. Please.
If there's one takeaway here, it's this. Try these whiskeys for yourself. Our opinions are honest, but your palate gets the final vote. Part 2 is coming up with more Florida distilleries, more reviewers, and yes, our favorite of the bunch. We may not always agree, we may not always be coherent, but the pours are genuine and the fun is real. Thanks for tasting along with us. See you in part 2. Cheers.